All right. Hello, Oe and Jazz and everybody. Welcome back to Higurashi console arcs. Yeah, Jazz, it's a windy day for you too. Today was unseasonably freezing for me in Australia. I couldn't believe how cold it was, and it's still freezing. Like, seriously, it's like completely like bone chilling today. Unreal, because you never expected to get this cold in Australia, especially northern Australia. Like, seriously. Anyway, last time we started Someutsushi, and wow, that was a great start. In the exact same amount of time, we got introduced to 5 characters. Well, I'll say 4 because we still don't know too much about Natsumi herself, but Natsumi's classmates we got a pretty good introduction to, and they're both quite hilarious. They're that little comedy duo, and also Tomoe and her partner. No, they were awesome as well. Like, seriously. And like, and they're actually starting to do stuff. Like, oh my god, I am so looking forward to this. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's the greatest thing ever. Like, so, but it's gonna be it's a very promising start, and I can't wait. So let's get back into it. Hold on a second. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Now let's get back into it. We had physical education in first period today. Oh man, I remember those. Jeez. But I told everyone at the start that I had a cold. So I've just been watching the class. Smart! Damn, Natsumi, you are smart. You usually need a doctor's note for that shit. Maybe it's different in Japan. Jeez. I wish I could have... That is so smart. I wish I could have done that every day. I hated gym class with a passion. In reality, I'm just skipping. Since I didn't get enough sleep and skipped eating breakfast, if I tried exercising in this condition, I would keel over and get taken to the nurse's office. Then the school would call home. And they wouldn't want mom to get angry. Plus, today was Saturday. My god, Japan and this Saturday school bullshit. Like, when you play, you don't really realize it until you play Persona. How fucked up that is. Like, that is some fucked up horse shit. Seriously. Today was Saturday and I had important business to take care of later. So I needed to maintain my strength. Okay, next! Ready? Alright! Let's go! Today's exercise was the long jump. Everyone in class was gathered around the sandbox, excitedly discussing records and other topics. I was just an observer, sitting a bit uncomfortably in the shade a short distance away, all alone.
Natsumi, 具合はどう?
Natsumi, how are you feeling? Chisato-chan and Tamako-chan were concerned about me, so they came out of the class circle to sit with me and talk. And Chisato-chan placed her hand on my forehead while looking me in the face. You're pretty sure that was literally Keiichi's voice actor? I wouldn't be surprised.
熱はないみたいだけど。
Looks like y'all don't have a fever.
喉痛い?
Maybe a sore throat?
体だるいとかは?
Does your body feel sore?
あ、
Yeah.
ちょっとね。
A little bit.
大丈夫?
Are you alright?
保健室で寝ていてもいいんだよ。
You could sleep in the nurse's office.
平気。
Yeah, I'm okay.
心配ないから。
Don't worry. Tamako-chan also looked at my face with a concerned expression. Both of them seemed to genuinely worry about me. That's why I couldn't tell them I just didn't get enough sleep.
それにしては元気なさそうだしさ。
You don't seem very energetic, though.
いっそのこと千里の病院で見てもらえば。
Oh, maybe we should get checked out at Chisato's hospital?
ね、千里。
Right, Chisato? Huh?
そうだね。夏美なら特別にお安くしとくよ。
That's right. We might be able to offer a special discount for Natsumi. After she said that, Chisato-chan finally let out a laugh. Based on that alone, I couldn't tell if she was being serious or if that was some strange sales pitch. I answered no thank you. Come to think of it, when Chisato-chan first introduced herself on my first day at school, she said, "If y'all get sick, you can always visit my Asagi hospital." Like another sales pitch. Of course, the whole class is a little uncomfortable around her, but it's still a class legend. I think she's a bright, fun, lovely girl. Her taste and behavior are something too. I agree, Jess. The backgrounds are super pretty. Like seriously, like really detailed. This is like above and beyond. Like they made a whole new set of backgrounds for Natsumi stuff. According to the class questionnaire, she ranked number 1 for Girls You Want is a Bad Friend. I'm like, what? And ranked on the bottom for Girls You Want as a girlfriend? Really? That's a poll? In the 1980s? Really? That's a poll in the 1980s. Okay. I'm surprised that they would even include a question like that. Incidentally, as for where I rank, they will carry out another questionnaire after final exams this year, so we will find out then. Oh, I guess that sucks, so she's probably quite unpopular. Which is a shame, because, you know, she's very, you know, sprightly and lively. But she doesn't seem to be too bothered by it. I'm kind of looking forward to the results. But more than that, I'm anxious about it.
まあまあそう言わずに、うちの病院はいいよ。
Needless to say, it is. My hospital is pretty good, you know?
ナース服は薄いピンクに短いスカート。
Now this is like the second thing. Huh. The nurse uniforms are light pink with short skirts.
そしてお注射ですよなんてしゃがんだ時にちらっと見えるかすかな胸元の谷間を意識した V 字ネック。
I like her too. I especially like her voice actor. And they say things like, "Are y'all ready for your injection?" With V-shaped necklines faintly revealing cleavage when they crouch.
そこいらの男衆なら鼻血ブーの代物だ。
Go in there as a popular sword with the nosebleeds.
どうだ
How about it? Oh my god!
見たいだろ
Y'all want to see it? Huh. Damn. Chisato. You know, I'm right there with you, but I don't think most women share our tastes.
いいよ
I'm fine.
ちょっと稼ぎ身ってだけだから。
Just a bit under the weather. Also, no matter how cute the nurse's clothes are, I'm not interested. There's no reason for that. Exactly, I don't think, yeah. Furthermore, V-neckline cleavage? I absolutely don't want to see that. Looking at that would be depressing. Seriously, Jess. Seriously.
この時間だけ休めば大丈夫だよ。
This time, if I get some rest, I'll be okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna give her the Cornelia voice.
病院なんて大げさだな。
Going to a hospital would be excessive.
もう
Huh?
それならせめて健康の印としてタ 体操着を着なさい。
If that's the case, please at least wear your gym clothes as a sign of health.
体育委員としての命令だ。
That's an order from a PE committee member. After she delivered that ultimatum, Chisato-chan left into a 3.5 twist jump. No, it's quite an image. Wow. Then she proudly pointed with her index finger. I looked up at her in awe.
千里
Chisato.
別に見学なんだから制服のままでもいいでしょうか。
She's just observing, so what problem is there with her wearing her normal uniform? After saying that and letting out a quick sigh, Tamako-chan happily entered the struggle. Still, Chisato-chan was energetic. Her eyes were blinking excessively and she began to speak out in a hot tone.
何を言うかタマコ。
What did y'all say, Tamako?
いいか、よく聞け、君吉夏美。
Listen carefully, Natsumi Kimiyoshi!
前の学校はいざ知らず、この学校、そしてこのクラスでは体育の授業を受ける者は体操着を着るのが決まりなのだ。
Now, I don't know about your old school, but in this school, in this class, the students in physical education class are required to wear gym clothes, you understand? I need my eye candy, and it just ruins the whole goddamn beautiful picture with one person just wearing their own normal uniform without those frickin' baruma. Are you frickin' serious?
そしてそれは見学者もしかり。
And that includes observers too!
そんなルール、今初めて聞いたけど。
I'm only hearing this for the first time now.
そもそも体育の見学とは何か。
Now, first of all, what the hell is an observer in PE? I think you are. I think you are as well, Chisato.
見学とは実技授業を休むにあらず、それならサボりと同じ。
I think even though you're participating, I'm pretty sure you're observing too. An observer is just someone skipping out on the practical lessons portion of the class.
ならば違いは何か。
Then where does the difference lie?
それは授業に参加しているというただそれだけの事実だ。
Why, simply in the fact that you're participating in the class.
つまり見学者は皆の実技実演をその目にしっかり焼き付けてイメージトレーニングをしながら次の体育の授業でついてこられるように努力することが学生の本分。
So, in other words, it's your solemn duty to burn everyone's skill for performance into your eyes, doing image training that will allow y'all to keep up with everyone in the next lesson.
いや、本会なのだ。
I think you're projecting, Chisato. No, not your duty, your cherished desire.
わかるか、チミ。
Do y'all understand?
いや、わかれ。
Understand?
わかってるよな。
Y'all know what I mean? Wait, did she just say ow, ow, ow? Oh my god.
つまり何が言いたいわけ？
So, what are you really saying?
私は夏美
I knew
姿
it!
が見たいんだ。
I knew it! I fucking knew it! Chisato, you thirsty bitch! Settle down! Hello, T. Welcome to the stream. I want to see Natsumi and Bluebirds! Bluebirds bonsai!
ビバボルマリア。はい。
I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! Bloomers, bonsai! Viva Bloomerian! Oh yeah! Woohoo!
というわけなので履いてください、ブルマ。
Thank God all the doors are closed. So please, put on your bloomers. Do it for your old pal, Chisato.
風紀。
Disciplinary committee members.
このアホをつまみ出して。
Please take this thirsty gay idiot away.
No!
Oh!
Natsumi, 助けて!
Natsumi, help me!
この妖怪モテない娘が私と夏美の仲を嫉妬してるの。
This monstrous girl is jealous of our relationship!
誰が妖怪だ?
Who are you calling a monster? After she said that, Tamako-chan struck Chisato-chan in the head while she was still clinging to my body. I can't keep up with these two when they get like this, but if I was able to keep up with them, I feel I'd lose something important as a person. Anyway, Chisato-chan had me in a tight spot. A really tight spot. Oh my god! Chisato, settle down! She was making my body her plaything, hugging, rubbing her cheeks, etc. This degree of physical contact was hard to deal with. Thanks to her incredible arm strength, her grip was so tight that I couldn't move, and escape was no longer possible. Also, all the girls around us could see us acting boisterously. Actually, something... Who would have thought? I would have never imagined this! Oh! Actually, some of the classmates have started to take the Kimiyoshi ex-psyche couple theory quite seriously. Oh, come on, stop shipping us, people! Nya nya.
夏美はちっこくて私の体にジャストフィットなのよね。
Natsumi is tiny. She's a perfect fit for my body.
このまま抱き枕にしたい。
I want to make her my body pillow.
ふりゃ
Yeah.
千里ちゃん、暗い。
Chisato-chan can't breathe. She squeezed me even tighter. I couldn't move. Wait a minute, Chisato-chan. If you keep this up, I'll get sick for real.
おーい、千里。
Hey, Chisato.
夏美本気で苦しがってるよ。
Natsumi is seriously in pain.
早く帰ってこーい。
Cut it out.
ん？
Huh?
おっとっとっと、ごめんごめん。
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
ついつい本音が出ちまったい。
I didn't mean to hurt y'all. I'll only do that if you ask. With that, Chisato released my body. Then she stuck out her tongue at me. My mind was telling me that it looked really long, like a frog's tongue, but I wanted to dismiss that as my imagination.
でもさ、夏美、
But Natsumi.
真面目に診察受けた方がいいんじゃない？
Isn't it better to get a proper medical examination?
夏風邪って結構タチ悪いんだよ。
A summer cold is really bad for y'all.
大丈夫だよ。
I'm fine.
そんなオーバーな。
I don't need to go that far.
いや、オーバーじゃないよ。
Yes, you do.
さっき抱きついた時、首の後ろにこれくらいのあざ見つけたしさ。
When I was hugging y'all for a minute ago, I felt a bruise on the back of your neck.
もしかしたらもっと深刻な病気って可能性もあるかも。
Maybe that's a sign of a more serious illness.
え、
Huh? Is that true? I ran my hand across my neck to verify it, but of course, it was in a blind spot that I couldn't see.
たまこちゃん、
Tamako-chan?
私の首の後ろどうなってるの？
How does the back of my neck look?
どれどれ？
Let's see.
これは。
This is...
それにさ、なんだか夏美の顔、朝からとっても青白いしね。
Also, your face has been looking very pale since this morning.
これってあの病気の初期症状じゃなかったっけ？
Is this an early symptom of that disease?
かもね。どうしたもんかな。
Maybe what's wrong is...
そうなの。
Really?
どうしよ
What should I do?
う。
When I noticed how seriously those two reacted, I suddenly became anxious. I haven't had much of an appetite these days, and my body has sometimes felt dull. Many thoughts ran through me. What should I do?
万が一不治の病とかだったら
If by any chance you've developed an incurable disease,
サクッと注射でも打ってきたら
maybe you'll need a shot.
ぶっといやつ
A fat one.
注射はちょっと
Shots are kind of...
じゃなくてかなり怖い
No, they're pretty scary. The scales teetered between incurable disease and extreme injections. Both of them sounded scary. Both sounded painful. Ugh. When the two of them saw that I was suffering through the ultimate choice, they both looked at each other. Then... By the time I realized I've been had, it was already too late. The two of them were holding their sides, laughing and giggling loudly. I got you!
夏見ったら本気で悩んでるんだもん
Oh, Natsumi, I can't believe you were seriously worrying about it.
もう
Come on!
千里ちゃんひどいよ
Chisato-chan, you're terrible!
花子ちゃんも
Tamako-chan, you are too! Chisato-chan pinched my cheeks with her fingertips while looking into my face. And when I covered my face with both hands, she went for my forehead.
もうかわいいわね
Come on, you're so cute.
夏見ってばさ
Aren't you, Natsumi?
ごめんごめん
I'm sorry.
ちょっとからかっただけなの
It was just a little joke.
どうせ夜更かしでもして寝不足ってとこなんでしょ
Knowing you, you just stayed up late and didn't get enough sleep, right? Tamako-chan guessed correctly, as I'd expect from the class president.
でも
But
私本気で悩んじゃったんだから
I was seriously worried about it!
そういう嘘はやめてって前にも言ったでしょ
How would I told you not to lie to me like that?
警備を決め込む夏美が悪い
It's your fault for pretending to be sick, Natsumi. She hit the nail right on the head again.
夏美は考えてることがすぐ顔に出るからね
Natsumi, your thoughts are written on your face. You know that?
今日だって見学届を出すときにもろ申し訳ないって後ろめたさが全開だったしね
Earlier today, when y'all were just watching, you had the face of a kid with their hand in the cookie jar.
もっと開き直ってもいいのにさ
Y'all need to up your poker face, sugar.
だって
But...
ほんと夏美ってからかいがいあるわね
I swear, teasing y'all is always worth the trouble, Natsumi. You're so freaking cute.
よしよし
How does this keep happening? You're so... Oh my god, and I think I was right to give her a freaking southern accent. You're so gosh darn cute. Oh my god!
ちょっと
Really?
何
Chisato-chan hugged me from behind and pressed her cheek against mine. If I continue receiving excessive or abnormal physical contact, maybe I'll actually start to like it, as if, because I'm normal. Sure you are. Sure you are, Natsumi. Sure you are. That's why you have to say it. Sure you are, Natsumi.
もう佐藤ちゃん
It's okay, Natsumi. Come to the by side. That's enough, Chisato-chan! You're tickling me!
照れるな照れるな。
Oh, don't be shy, sugar.
減るもんじゃないんだしさ。
It's no big deal.
夏美のほっぺたってほんとぷにゅぷにゅしてて気持ちいいんだよね。
Squeezing your cheeks feels really good, you know? Maybe I'd like to squeeze the other ones one day. What? Oh, nothing.
やめてって。
Stop already!
ああ、女に生まれてよかったわ。
Damn, you are like the gayest gay to ever gay. My god. Holy shit, wow. I didn't expect this. This is so cool. Ah, I'm glad I was born a woman.
可愛い女の子に触り放題だもんね。
Y'all can touch girls like this all you want, huh? No, that's personal space!
そうね。
Yeah.
あんたが男だったら間違いなく友達やめてるわね、私。
If you were a guy, we definitely wouldn't be friends anymore.
心配するな。
Oh, don't worry, sugar.
無人島で二人きりになってもタマコには指一本触れないから。
Oh my god! Oh, burn! Damn! I wonder if she actually does like her, though. Holy shit! Even if it was just the two of us on a deserted island, Tomoko, I wouldn't lay a finger on y'all.
それはよかった。
That's good.
変な病気移されたらシャレになんないもの。
Catching some strange illness would be no laughing matter.
私はバイキンか。
Am I some kind of fungus? Like usual, I bitterly smiled at their exquisite comedy, and then I heard a voice calling to Chisato-chan from far away.
千里。
Chisato, come on! Come make out with me!
走り幅跳びあんたの番だよ。早く準備しな。
Like, it's your turn at the long jump! Hurry and get ready!
おっといけね
Whoops! Gotta go.
え。それじゃあ夏美、また後で。
Well, Natsumi, I'll see you later, sugar. Okay.
頑張ってね。
Good luck.
そうよ。
Yeah!
あ、夏美、
Oh, Natsumi?
今日はバイトの日だよね。
Your part-time job is today, right? Yeah?
授業終わったらすぐ行くつもり。
As soon as class is finished, I'll head over.
なら一緒に車乗ってく？
There, do y'all want to ride there?
私、今日は父さんとお出かけだからお迎え付きなんだ。
I'm going out with my father today, so we can pick y'all up.
いいの？
Is that okay?
じゃあご一緒しようかな。
Well, if you don't mind. I cheerfully nodded to Chisato-chan's gracious proposal. Excuse me. It's not surprising. Chisato-chan's family runs a major hospital, so sometimes she rides there in a car after school. It was an elegant car with a very comfortable ride. At first I hesitated to ride together with her, but now honestly I felt lucky to have the opportunity.
まあ、あれでタバコの匂いがもう少し薄けりゃ最高なんだけどね。
Well, it would be better if the cigarette smell would air out, huh?
そうなの？
Oh, really?
私全然感じないけど。
That never bothered me, though. Really? Cigarette smell is one of the worst, cigarette smoke is like one of the worst things to have around.
それにソファーがふかふかで気持ちいいよ。
I suppose if you can just tolerate it for a car ride, but I guess. Also, the seats are soft and comfy.
なら決まりね。
Then it's a date. I'll pick you up at 7 with some champagne and we'll go out to dinner and then, we'll bring and, come with me. No, not that far.
にして
Oh, in a closed room with Natsumi. Just the two of us.
そして邪魔する者は誰もいない。
Oh my god! I didn't even have to freaking make up her dialogue! I love you! Oh my god, Chisato, you're the best! I don't even have to freaking... She's like saying the jokes for me! Nobody will be there to disturb us.
何でもいいからさっさと行け。
Anything is fine, just going already. Pow! Tomoko-chan kicked Chisato-chan in the butt, but Chisato-chan stuck out her tongue and pulled down her eyelid, then dashed away toward the athletic field. It's probably impossible for either of them to become the number one girl. That's why! Oh god, no wonder they wouldn't want her as a girlfriend, because she's gay as fuck. Obviously. Well, that makes... Okay. Seriously. That's kind of... That makes total sense. See. For either of them to become the number one girl you want as a girlfriend in the next class questionnaire. Actually, the boys were uncomfortably watching that entire exchange. They probably see me the same way. But Chisato was bright and friendly like the sun. I loved it.
千里はいつも元気いっぱいだよね。
Chisato is always full of energy.
見てるだけでこっちも元気になっちゃう。
Just watching her is invigorating.
そうだね。
Seems that way.
足も速いし、男子もタジタジしてるよ。
She's fast. The boys are still overwhelmed. Chisato-chan was making a big fuss and involving other classmates, and Tomoko-chan was watching in awe. Tomoko-chan is actually somewhat introverted. She told me that when she was young, she would shut herself in at home and read books. Even so, in the beginning I was surprised to learn that Tomoko-chan, one of the brightest scholars in the school, and the naughty, vivacious Chisato-chan were best friends. Really? Oh wow! Apparently the two of them were childhood friends. I wonder... Of course, they also seemed to be perfectly compatible for each other. I was envious of how well they got along.
今日はいい天気だね。
Nice weather today, huh?
足焼いちゃおうかな。
Maybe I should tan my legs. For Chisato. Huh? Nothing. After she said that, Tomoko-chan took off her socks. Then she threw her bare white feet out into the sunshine.
あれ？
What's that? I fixated on Tomoko-chan's toes. She had bright red nail polish painted on her toes.
やっぱ気づいた？
Huh? Oh, you noticed.
先生には内緒にしてね。真面目ないい子ちゃんで通ってるんだから。
Don't tell the teacher. I'm still passing off as a diligent student. Sure. Tomoko-chan laughed and giggled, and then she stretched her arm up to the sky. For me, the pedicure is a symbol of an adult woman, like you see on TV in the unknown world of actresses and models. But even Tomoko-chan, who was rarely fashionable, had a pedicure. It was mundane. Nothing strange, no big deal. And yet, even for such a minor thing, I could feel the difference between us. I felt trapped by my lonely feelings, stabbing me in the chest.
あれ？
What's that? Suddenly, I noticed someone wearing a school uniform in the flower bed on the other end of the field. A person was sitting there in the shade of the buckwheat and seemed to be drawing a picture.
どうしたの？夏美。
Oh, does she have someone she likes now? Let's see. What's wrong, Natsumi?
あそこの花壇にいるの。
There's someone in the flower bed over there.
ああ、アキラちゃんね。
Oh, that's Akira-chan.
そういや、夏休みまでに提出課題があるって言ってたっけ？
That's right, he mentioned something about assignments that had to be submitted by summer vacation. Tamako-chan said that the scholarship students also had it tough, then laughed. Normally, students wouldn't be permitted to go outside and paint during class, but he was special. Akira Toro-kun. Chisato-chan and Tamako-chan told me he was talented enough to win in a big competition with professional artists, and he entered the school as a scholarship student. The competition happened before I transferred here, so I don't know how much more than that. It was a big fuss around the whole school, with reporters pushing for interviews. I wonder if he knows Keiichi. I bet he knew Keiichi. I bet he's gonna offhandedly mention Keiichi. And surprisingly, Akira-kun was also a childhood friend of Chisato-chan and Tamako-chan. So, after I became friends with the two of them, they later introduced me to him. I was able to see his work with my own hands. It was all really shocking. It was impressive.
Do, Natsumi?
How is it, Natsumi?
Nakanaka no mon deshou.
Quite special, don't you think?
まあほんと、人間誰しも何かしらの取り柄があるってことだよね。
Well, all humans have some talent or another, right?
千里にだけは言われて。
Oh! Damn! You are not bootleg Keiichi, you are like advanced Keiichi. You look like Keiichi, but like 3 or 4 years older. Damn! You're the last one I want to hear that from.
いや、ちょっと褒めただけで照れるなよ。
Come on, it's just a little compliment. Don't be embarrassed.
今の褒め言葉だったの？
Right now, that was a compliment. Chisato-chan was standing beside me, making a fuss with Akira-kun, but I couldn't take my eyes off that picture. I was drawn in from the bottom of my heart. The green of the trees had a vivacious shimmer. The many colorful flowers seemed to shine brilliantly. The sky was colored only blue and white. It was simply a painting, but it didn't just look good painted. It had the breath of life and time. It had beauty and power beyond the picture. Oh, wow. Exactly, Jess. That's Chisato's talent. She's queen of the gays. Exactly. But it looks like Natsumi really loves art.
こんな素敵な絵を私と同じ年の人が描けるなんて。
Someone around the same age as me was able to draw this amazing picture?
夏美？
Natsumi? There was no jealousy or an inferiority complex in my heart, just respect and admiration. So my eyes began to tear up, and Akira-kun's unfriendly mood changed to surprise.
その
Huh? That's
よくわかんないけど。ごめん。
not sure I understand, but I'm sorry. Huh?
違うの。
That's not it!
私、絵を見てこんなに感動したの初めてだったから。
This is the first time I've ever been so moved looking at a picture. Huh?
私、全然何も取り柄がないから偉そうなこと言えないけど。
I have no talent, so I don't think I'm qualified to critique it.
本当にこの絵、とても素敵だと思う。
But I really think this is a wonderful picture.
こんなに花とか草木が綺麗だなんて私、今まで思ったことがなかった。
Did he draw it? I've never thought of flowers and plants being so beautiful until now. At that moment, I saw the face Akira-kun was making.
ありがとう。
He did. Thank you. He was blushing a little red. Oh. But he was smiling happily, looking straight at me. Yeah, even now I could remember it clearly. Because at that moment I realized I like Akira Todo-kun. Oh, wow, you made a very good first impression, Natsumi. You're well on your way. You made an amazing first impression on him. So yeah, you are well on your way, Natsumi.
ほら起きて夏美
We're here. Wake up, Natsumi. You goddamn slept the entire way.
病院に着いたよ
We made it to the hospital. I must have dozed off along the way. I woke up to see Chisato-chan gently shaking my shoulders side to side. I sleepily looked out the window while rubbing my eyes. A large white building stood out among the cityscape, towering against the blue sky. Saiki Hospital is one of the leading general hospitals in the prefecture, and Chisato-chan's father works there as the director. The light turned red, and the car gently stopped at the intersection before the hospital. The crosswalk in front of us was full of pedestrians walking about.
どうちょっとは気分良くなった
Are y'all feeling a little better? Yeah.
あごめんね
Oh, sorry.
話の途中で寝ちゃって
I fell asleep in the middle of your story.
いいっていいって気にしないの
Oh, it's fine, I don't mind. I just told that story about my dream where I was surrounded by beautiful beach bikini babes, and they all had your face. One of them had Tomoko's face, but we won't talk about that one.
乗った時から夏美意識が朦朧って感じだったしね
From the moment we got in the car, I could tell that you were feeling drowsy.
そこまでひどくない
I'm not doing so bad.
と思うけど
I think... I tried to object, but I wasn't very confident. My memory was vague, but I felt like Chisato-chan was talking passionately about popular modern artists. But I wasn't very interested in the music, so I quickly grew tired and dozed off.
しかしまあ私のトークの腕もまだまだだね
But, well, guess my talking skills still have a ways to go, huh?
聞き手の眠気さえも吹き飛ばして耳を傾けさせるくらいでなければ真の達人とは言えないな
If I can't even keep the listener from falling asleep, I can't call myself a true master. Huh.
佐藤ちゃん何を目指す気なの
She's trying to become a player. I'm assuming, at least. Chisato-chan, what are you trying to become? Huh?
とりあえず政治家でどう
How does the politician sound?
どうだって言われても
Oh! Does she want to be an activist? I don't know what to say to that. Though she's seeking approval, I was stumped for a reply. I'll keep it a secret, but I expect her to say comedian. Yeah, me too. Either way, I don't think that's a very easy profession.
にしても夏美かわいい寝顔だったよ
I've got to say, Natsumi, y'all have such a cute sleeping face.
そんなに寝心地よかったのならもう一度学校まで往復する
If y'all were so comfortable, would you like to ride to school and back again?
もうからかわないでよ
Come on, don't make fun of me. My cheeks were swelling and turning red in response to Chisato-chan's teasing. But honestly, Chisato-chan's private car was exceptionally comfortable. I could hardly feel any bumps on the road, and I was enveloped in drowsiness in the blink of an eye. Besides, the driver Yamashina-san was quite the professional. He was very good at turning and stopping. I don't think my father's driving is bad, but the feel here is clearly different from the times I've gone out in the family car. So there must be a different skill. In the meantime, the traffic light turned green and the car quietly started up. Shortly thereafter, we passed through the main gate of the hospital and rode through a roundabout towards the passenger loading area.
あ、通用口って裏手だっけ？
Oh, right. The service entrance is in the back.
そっちに回った方がいい？
Wouldn't it be better to go around?
いいよ。
No, this is good.
入り口のそばに業務用のエレベーターがあるから。
There's a business elevator near the entrance.
そうだっけ？
Is that so?
千里ちゃん、お父さんの病院でしょ？
Exactly. Like, it sounds like she knows her way better than she does. Chisato-chan, this is your father's hospital, right?
あ、山下さん、ここで止めて。
Oh, Yamashita-san? Y'all can stop here.
かしこまりました。
Of course. Yamashita-san answered with a polite tone, then stopped the car in the shaded awning in front of the building. Chisato-chan and I thanked the driver. Then we exited out the left and right doors. The summer sun was shining brightly on the ground, and the plants were alive with a green radiance. The cicadas were crying aloud all around us, but not the Higurashi, just the cicadas. And the heat enveloped my skin with sweat in the blink of an eye.
やっぱ外の空気はいいね。
Woo! This outside air is so great.
我が愛しき地上の世界よ。
Woo-wee! This is my ideal world, sugar.
オーバーだよ、千里ちゃん。
You're over-exaggerating, Chisato-chan. Looking at my watch, it's been a little over 20 minutes since we left school. I know I'm not really one to talk since I spent most of that asleep, but I don't think it's worth acting like you just got out of prison.
いや、私ってさ、どうも車ってのが性に合わなくって。
Well, y'all know the car doesn't suit my nature.
密閉された空間でじっとしているのが苦手なんだよね。
I can't stand being locked in a tight space.
そうだね。
That's right.
千里ちゃんはどちらかって言えば肉体派だもん。
If anything, you're more of the physical type.
おいおい、せめて行動派と言ってちょうだいな。
Come on. At least call me an action type.
あ、時間はどう？
Oh, how are we doing on time?
まだ余裕たっぷり。
Yeah, still plenty of time to spare.
乗せてくれてありがとね。すごく助かっちゃった。
Thanks for the ride. It was very helpful. I still have nearly 30 minutes before my scheduled start time. I'm always arriving at the last moment when I take the train here. This is a huge difference.
できれば毎週送ってあげられたらいいんだけどね。
I'd like to offer this every week if possible.
もともとお父さんの車だから週末は出払ってることが多くてさ。
This is my father's car, so it often comes through on the weekends.
時々でも嬉しいよ。
No, even if it's only occasionally, I'm still glad.
私って電車苦手だから。
Because I don't like taking the train. After I said that, I shrugged my shoulders and stuck out my tongue. More specifically, I didn't like the huge crowds in the city. There are a lot of people who have no regard for their surroundings. They just point their head towards their destination and walk forward. My home station is always overflowing with people like that. On the stairs and the train. The station is full of tumultuous noise when I exit through the automated ticket gate, and the crossroad, and the entertainment district. Chisato-chan and Tamako-chan have said that spend their entire lives in this. I'm sure they wouldn't understand. But I was finally seeing the image of the city I had longed for, and rather than embracing joy and hope, I froze with confusion. Of course, when I'm with Chisato-chan and Tamako-chan, we have fun walking around the shops, rambling on and telling stories. Yeah, as soon as I'm left alone to deal with the daily routine, I'm trapped by the illusion of being thrown into another world. Sometimes I feel a painful anxiety in my chest. I'm walking around the crowded streets alone. It's pretty scary. Nobody looks at me. It's a cold, lifeless urban space that doesn't speak to me. I feel like I've become a foreigner who doesn't understand the native language. I'm suffering from a lonely, out-of-place feeling. I wonder when this feeling of discomfort will go away. Will I really be able to get used to the city?
Natsumi?
Natsumi?
ごめん。
Oh, sorry. Chisato-chan noticed that my face was clouded, so I moved my hands to hide it. It's no good. To make my friends unnecessarily worried would be admitting I'm unqualified as a city child.
電車に乗ってて何かあったの？夏美。
Did something happen to y'all on the train, Natsumi?
悩みがあるなら相談に乗るけど。
You can talk to me if there's a problem. Oh, wow, Chisato. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I've had a couple of those experiences. Oh, God. Yeah. Chisato, you're good. It's pretty scary when it happens. You're a good friend, Chisato.
そうじゃなくて。
No, it's not like that.
私、自動改札機がまだうまく通り抜けられないから。
I still have trouble getting through the automatic ticket gate.
この前も切符を入れたのに途中で止められちゃって、苦手意識があるっていうか。
Even though I entered my ticket first, it still stopped me on the way through. I think I'm not very good at it.
ああ、なるほど。
Ah, I see.
そういや、あの時夏美ってば真っ赤な顔で半べそかいてたもんね。
Your face must have been bright red. You're almost on the verge of crying, huh?
べそなんて書いてないよ。
No, I wasn't about to cry.
いや、少なくとも涙目だった。
Nope. I'm sure y'all were a little teary-eyed.
助けて、千里ちゃん、たまこちゃん。ってな感じにね。
Inside, I'm sure y'all were saying, "Help me, Chisato-chan, Tamako-chan." Her uneasy expression from a minute ago had cleared up, and Chisato-chan was laughing pleasantly. Even though it's a weird conversation, the way we get there is always good. I'm relieved to have joined the circle of friends.
Chisato.
Chisato.
あ、
Oh. Suddenly at that moment, I saw an elderly man walking towards us wearing a refined, expensive suit. While tilting my head, I wonder if Chisato-chan had also noticed him there.
父さん、
Oh, Dad.
早かったね。今終わったの？
Y'all are here early. Is it over now?
今終わったのじゃないぞ。
Is it over now, you ask?
なんだ今の男みたいな笑い方は。
What's with that manly laugh?
もう少し年頃の女の子らしく振る舞えんのか？
Oh God, Chisato. I'm so sorry, girl. I support you. Why don't you act more like other girls your age? Oh God. The man with amazing features lightly tapped Chisato-chan on the head. It shouldn't have hurt much, but Chisato-chan reacted to the hit by exaggeratedly falling and glaring at him begrudgingly. Oh no. Oh God, Chisato.
何すんのさ。
Hey, what was that for?
暴力反対、セクハラ。
I'm opposed to violence and sexual harassment.
都合のいい時だけ女性の権利を振りかざすんじゃない。
Don't bring up women's rights concerns only when it's inconvenient for you.
権利と義務は表裏一体だと前から言ってるだろう。
Rights and obligations are two sides of the same coin, as you said before.
そりゃ無理だよ。
That's completely unreasonable.
だって私父さんの娘だもん。
Because I'm your daughter.
使えるものは親でも使えってね。
Parents use whatever they can, right?
それに子は親の背中を見て育つなんてありがたい言葉もあるんだよ。
Plus, kids grow up looking at their parents' backs. What words of gratitude do you have for us?
ほら、人聞きの悪いことを。
Come on, how disrespectful.
少なくとも私はそんな育て方をした覚えはない
I don't remember raising you this way,
と思うぞ。
I think. Well, Dad, maybe if you didn't have me when you were goddamn 60 years old.
だったらなんで目をそらすマイファーザ
Oh my god, she said it in English! Why do you look away, my father? Oh, this is awkward. The exchange had me feeling nervous, so it just burst out. This gentleman-like good sense. Chisato-chan and her father spoke and behaved so similarly. This girl and this parent, they're so backwards. Who?
君は
Who might you be?
私君吉夏美です。
Oh, I'm Natsumi Kimiyoshi.
千里ちゃんのクラスメートです。
Chisato-chan's classmate.
ああ、君が夏美ちゃんか。
Oh, then you're Natsumi-chan.
娘から聞いているよ。
My daughter has told me about you.
はじめまして、千里の父です。
Nice to meet you. I'm Chisato's father.
千里がお世話になっています。
Thank you for taking care of Chisato.
あ、いえ、そんな。
Oh, no, that's not. I'm not.
違うっての。私がお世話してるの。
That's not it. I'm the one who takes care of her.
夏美は私の可愛いペットなんだからね。
Cause y'all are my cute pet, aren't you?
ペットって違う。
Pat! No, I'm... She suddenly squeezed me and my face turned red in embarrassment. Chisato-chan, I know this is normal for you, but can't you take the location and situation into consideration?
やれやれ。可愛いものを見るとすぐこれだ。
Yone yone! Sheesh. You're always like this when you see cute things.
学校でもそんな感じなのか
Like, she would get along so well with Rena. She would fit in very well with the Higurashi gang. Do you act this way at school? Yes.
まあね。愛情表現ってやつよ。
Of course. It's an expression of my love.
お父さんが欲しがってもあげないからね。
But y'all won't get in it even if you want it.
ほう。
Again with the whole? Are you cross? Oh.
飼っている熱帯魚の世話すらまともにできなかったお前がな。
You can't even take proper care of your tropical fish at home. Are they saying I'm the same as a guppy? Wait, stop being so amused and help me, Chisato's father! Then I looked at Chisato's father's wristwatch and realized I had 10 minutes left. Still trapped in Trapped in Chisato-chan's hug. I continued wriggling like a fish.
それじゃあ夏美、またね。
Alright, Natsumi. See y'all later. Ah, jeez. I glared at Chisato-chan while fixing my hair and straightening my collar. Then she rolled down the backseat window to smile and wave at me. These people are fun to be around, but I wish they understood how awkward it is for me to have the gazes of curious bystanders sticking in my back. Hospital visitors, nurses, even security guards could look over, see us shouting and being overly affectionate.
夏美があんまり可愛いからじいちゃんついつい暴走しちまったい。
Natsumi is too cute, so Chi-chan loses control.
許してちょんまげ。
Please forgive me. I just see a cute girl and I just...
なんか可愛いって言葉を
全ての免罪符にされている気がするんだけど。
Somehow I felt the word cute was being used disrespectfully.
可愛いって言われて嬉しくない？
Aren't you all happy I called you cute? Yes, but I need to know if a guy wouldn't think I'm cute.
私は結構本気で思ってるんだけどな。
Mean it.
知らない。
I didn't know about that. I couldn't help but sigh while turning away. Even if Chisato-chan honestly meant that as a compliment, the word cute tripped me up. Interesting. If any offense could be forgiven with that word, then I don't think all those evil characters in historical dramas would be hated so much by women.
あ、そういや夏美、言い忘れてた。
Oh, that's right, Natsumi. I forgot to mention.
来週から進路面談だけど、ちゃんと覚えてる？
Our career interviews are coming up next week. Y'all haven't forgotten, have you?
覚えてるけど。
I remember. What about it? I didn't know what she meant by that. So I stared vacantly with my eyes wide open. When she noticed my reaction, Chisato-chan began muttering with a bitter smile.
タマコが心配してたからね。
Tamako was feeling concerned.
夏美の前の学校はどうだったのかは知らないけど、うちって結構この6月が重要な時期なんだよ。
I don't know how things worked at your old school, but June is an important time for us.
来年のクラス分けにも関係してくるし、夏休みの補習もそれで決まったりするからさ。
Decisions will be made regarding next year's classes, and about supplementary lessons over summer vacation, cause this is frickin' Japan.
知ってた？
Did y'all know?
うん。
No.
そうなの？
Oh, really? I heard something completely unexpected, and it left me dumbfounded.
ありゃ、やっぱタマコの心配してた通りみたいだね。
Oh, looks like Tamako's concerns were on point.
言っとくけど、変な回答すると夏休みの半分は確実に補習になるよ。
The thing is, if they don't like the answers y'all give, they'll force you to spend half of your summer vacation in supplementary lessons, sugar.
大学の説明会とかも強制的に参加させられるし、嫌でしょそれ。
And they may force y'all to participate in university briefing sessions. Those are pretty goddamn terrible.
そんなの嫌だよ。
That sounds awful! We called it career counseling at my old school. I transferred here before I had my private meeting with the teacher, so I never learned much about it. But I thought they just ask you questions about what you want to be in the future and whatnot. That's how it is in America. I remember that. It was very brief and simple thing that you just went into the guidance counselor. I mean, I haven't been in high school in 20 fucking years. But like I don't know, but I think this is close. I'm so old that this is closer to my high school days than it is to current high school days. Because this is like 10 years before my high school times. Or a little over that, actually, but yeah. So I didn't think it was such a big deal here. However, my future was uncertain. I didn't have any school aspirations or any idea where my career might go. Students normally go through prep courses and preliminary exams. But I haven't done any of that.
どうしよう私。
What should I do?
やれやれ。
Yada yada. Good grief. Sensing my bewilderment, Chisato-chan suddenly donned a serious expression, pulled out a notebook, and started to flip through it. She said something to her father sitting beside her, then turned back to me and began to speak.
それじゃあさ、夏美。
All right, Natsumi. Looks like I might have to dress you in one of those nurses' outfits after all. It's all part of my master plan.
明日ちょっと時間ある？
Do y'all have some time tomorrow?
明日？
Huh? Tomorrow?
多分大丈夫だけど。
That's
どうして？
that's probably fine, but why?
学校のすぐ近くに図書館あるの知ってるよね。
Y'all know the library right next to the school, right?
そこで集まって作戦会議しよう。
Let's meet there and have a strategy meeting.
夏美は出席番号が前の方だから多分来週頭には回ってくるよ。
Y'all attendance number is on the lower end, so your career meeting will probably come around next week.
その前に早めに準備ってことでね。
We need to prepare as much as possible before then, alright?
いいの？
You really do that for me?
もち
Of course.
あ、たまこにも連絡しておくからさ。
Oh, I'll talk it over with Tomoko as well.
あの子仮にも委員長だから進学のことにも詳しいしきっと力になってくれるよ。
That girl's the class president, so she's familiar with the details of academic affairs.
でもせっかくの日曜日なのに私のせいで。
But that's a lot of trouble on a Sunday, and it's all thanks to me.
それくらい平気だって。
I think it's not a problem, sugar.
その代わり終わった後はアイスでもおごってもらうからね。
In exchange, what if y'all treat me to ice cream afterwards? You can put it anywhere on me you want. Chisato? Ah, just kidding. You know, half kidding. Chisato-chan said that with an impish smile. I felt so guilty at how much trouble my lack of preparation was causing. Without the advice of my friends, I'd struggle to answer their questions, no matter what they asked. That would only make the teacher's impression even worse, so I decided to take Chisato-chan up on her gracious offer.
ごめんね、千里ちゃん。
I'm sorry, Chisato-chan.
たまこちゃんにも悪いけどお願いしてもいい？
I'm imposing on Tomoko-chan too. Can you ask her if she's okay with this? Natsumi is so shy. Damn, she is one of the shyest people I've seen. Very unusual for a protagonist. She is so shy.
オッケー。
Okay,
また夜に電話するよ。
I'll call y'all tonight.
それじゃバイト頑張ってね。
Alright, do your best at work, okay? The engine in Chisato-chan's car made a light roar before it took off beyond the hospital's gate. When the car turned right, Chisato-chan was waving her hand at me, so I turned and waved back. I was left alone lowering my raised hand when I broke out into another sigh. It wasn't the exhausted one from before. It was heavier, and my depression was mixed in. My life after school. Wow. She's a pretty unique protagonist. It wasn't like I've been completely unaware of that thought before this moment. Especially for a female protagonist to be like this. Usually when you have a female protagonist, they're either very deadpan or very hyper and energetic. You never really see one like this. This is very interesting. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, but I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. It wasn't like I'd been completely unaware of that thought before this moment. But I had a hard enough time just keeping up with the flow this past year without getting left behind. So I didn't even have an opportunity to consider career options. Mom would most certainly encourage me to pursue higher education. Mom and Dad have mentioned in the past that they have encountered difficulties at work thanks to the obscure college they attended, so they would want me to go to a decent college. And even I realized that that was the choice they would be happiest with. But honestly, there wasn't anything in particular I wanted to do, and I hadn't even thought about accumulating an educational background. And of course, my capabilities were completely lacking, because I wasn't in the right environment until now. I was playing happily with my old friends. Test results were like competing in a game, winning or losing by making simple scoring plays. God damn it. I hate rank in a school. I think that is the most diabolical idea. That is horrible. What is so wrong with having people just get the grades that they do? Can't we be judged by our own merits rather than against the merits of people around us, to make everyone like work against each other rather than with each other to help each other? Like, that's all well and good in sports, like where the purpose is competition. But god damn it, do I hate the idea of competition in academia. Oh god, yeah, here's Collider going on a rant again about, oh god, seriously. I just think that is such a, ugh. I just hate the idea of that so much. Everyone had their own strengths and weaknesses. Since I was surrounded by people roughly at my level, it was nice not having a sense of superiority or inferiority. That's how it was for me in Okonomiya, being compared to similar kids around my age. But I'm sure they won't be as forgiving here in the city. I won't stay in a world free from jealousy and hostility. I'll become worried about all the eyes surrounding me. Actually, that's already happened. Maybe a day will come when I'll worry about Chisato-chan and Tamako-chan too. If that happens, could we remain friends like we are now? Suddenly, a sound resembling a school chime came from the roof of the hospital. It announced that checkup times at Sagi Hospital had ended. And that was an important signal for me. Oh no, I'll be late. I cleared my mind and headed into the hospital. Then I approached the staff elevator right beside the entrance and pushed the elevator button. There's a care and welfare center for the elderly right next to Psyche Hospital. The people there are undergoing treatment and rehabilitation in a facility with state-of-the-art equipment, so that they will be able to live at home naturally. In addition to doctors and nurses, the center has people working in supplementary roles who specialize in nursing care. Since they are not officially qualified in Japan yet, I heard various names for them, but my preliminary course here taught us to call them caregivers. And before spring break, Chisato-chan was able to get me a part-time job here, working as a caregiver. Oh, I see. Well, that's a very interesting part-time job. Sorry I'm late. I rushed into the locker room and changed my clothes in a hurry, then walked into the caregiver's waiting room, slightly out of breath. Of course, this was a proper medical institution, so I couldn't run around, but I was sweating on my forehead from the tension of arriving just barely on time.
あらあら、ご苦労様。
Oh, bye. Thanks for your effort.
全然遅くなんてないわよ。
You're not late at all, you know.
時間ぴったりだから。
Actually, your timing is perfect. An older caregiver said that while smiling and pointing at the clock on the wall. That was certainly true, but one of the duties of my part-time job was boiling tea for everyone else when we were who were finally going on break. I was told that it wasn't an obligation, but because of my limited abilities, I felt like I was neglecting the work I was given, and that was inexcusable.
夏美ちゃんは学生なんだし、それにここまで遠いんでしょ？
Natsumi-chan, you're a student coming from far away, right?
だから少しくらいは遅れても大丈夫よ。
So it's okay if you're a little late.
ありがとうございます、山瀬さん。
Thank you so much, Yamase-san.
でも、
But still...
そうだ。
Oh, that's right.
夏美ちゃん？
Natsumi-chan? This person who could read my mind, the leader of the caregivers, the director Yamase-san, recalled something while clapping her hands. And with a gentle smile, she picked up the file placed on the table, then turned toward me.
ごめんなさいね。
I'm sorry.
来て早々で申し訳ないんだけど、もうすぐ3時のおやつの時間だから、配膳を手伝ってくれるかしら。
It's coming up very soon. It's almost 3 o'clock snack time. So will you help me set up?
今日は常勤の人が休養でいないから。
It's urgent today, because there isn't a full-time person here.
はい。
Oh, of course. I nodded enthusiastically. This woman was a little older than my mom. Since I started working here, Yamase-san had always been gentle and caring like this, and I loved her.
はーい、皆さん。おやつの時間ですよ。
Excuse me, everyone. It's time for your snack.
リビングに集まって席についてください。
Please gather in the living room and seat yourselves. After I finished serving, I went to each of the bedrooms and called the elderly people as gently as possible, in a bright voice. In this center, there are usually 3 or 4 elderly people sharing a room, split by gender. In a spacious room inside the hospital, good friends gathered together to chat, watch TV, and lay in bed.
おお、今日は夏美ちゃんか。
Oh, Natsumi-chan is here today.
久しぶりだの。
It's been a while.
そういえば今日は土曜日じゃったな。
Come to think of it, today's Saturday. The elderly people recognized my face and gave me a friendly smile. When I first started, I was wondering if I'd be able to handle the work. But ever since I was young, I was always a grandma's child, so I was able to adapt surprisingly quickly. By now, I got along with everyone.
こんにちは、おじいちゃん、おばあちゃん。
Good afternoon, sir. Ma'am?
ちょっと待ってね。
Oh, wait a second. I moved towards the person who just got up from bed and helped them into their wheelchair. The work I did required a lot of strength and consideration. I was happy to be told thank you when I did it properly.
本当に夏美ちゃんはいい子じゃねえ。
Natsumi-chan really is a good girl, isn't she?
とっても真面目で優しくての。
Very earnest and kind.
まったくじゃ。
Absolutely.
近頃の子には珍しいぞい。
That's rare in children these days.
そんなことないよ。
That's not true.
私本当に不器用だから、足りないことがあったら何でも言ってね。
I'm really clumsy, so please let me know if anything is missing.
いやいや
Nonsense!
大事なのは気持ちがこもっているかどうかじゃよ。
The most important thing is whether or not you put some spirit into it.
うちの嫁にも教えてやりたいくらいじゃわい。
I'd like to have you marry into the family. After the old men said that, their wrinkled faces crumpled with laughter. Their gentle expressions felt warm, and I could feel the tension releasing from my face. I wonder what his grandson is like.
そうじゃな。
That's right.
なんだったら夏美ちゃん、うちの息子の嫁に来んかね。
I think your son might be a little too old for her. If you like Natsumi-chan, you can even marry my son.
夏美ちゃんなら大歓迎じゃよ。
We throw a big welcome for you.
こらこらミツさん、
Come on, Mitsu-san.
抜け駆けはなしじゃと前にわしらで話し合ったじゃろうが。
I thought we had this talk about not getting a head start on the rest of us. Damn, they all have freaking grandchildren that they want her to marry. Oh my god.
それにミツさんとこの息子さん、今年で50過ぎじゃなかったのか。
Seriously! Besides, Mitsu-san, isn't your son turning 50 this year?
おお、そうじゃった。
She had a senior moment there. Okay, I see. Oh, that's all right.
忘れてたわ。
I guess I forgot. Such amazing laughter. I wasn't sure if the compliments were just flattery, but just being praised in a friendly manner was encouraging. So for the first time, I thought that I was really good at this job. Maybe that's what you want to do, Natsumi?
それじゃあリビングに集まってね。
Well then, let's head to the living room.
おじいちゃん、車椅子平気？
So, how about your wheelchair?
おお、
Oh,
もう自分の手足のように自由自在じゃわい。
this way I can move my limbs freely.
今度体を鍛え直して競技会にでも参加してやろうかのう。
Next time I'll train my body again and maybe try competing in an athletic meet.
本当に？
Oh, really?
じゃあ私お弁当作って応援に行くね。
And I'll pack a lunch and go cheer you on.
楽しみにしておれよ。
Hope you look forward to it. Taizo-san flexed the bicep on his slender arm. I wasn't feeling well when I first got here. I was completely depressed and my legs were weak. But even so, things got brighter while entertaining everyone in the room. Seeing people like that old woman regain their energy brought joy to the bottom of my heart. I was delighted.
それじゃあみんないつも通り席は名札のあるところに座ってね。
Natsumi, it sounds like this is something you might be interested in doing. Alright, everyone. Sit down in the seat marked with your name tag like usual.
ちゃんとみんなに同じ分あるから喧嘩しちゃダメだよ。
Everyone is getting the same amount, so there's no need to fight, okay?
食い物の恨みは恐ろしいからな。
Food fights are terrible.
気をつけてな、ジロ吉さん。
Please be careful, Jirokichi-san.
おいおい、トメさん。わしが泰造さんと言い合ったのは相撲の物言いについてじゃぞ。
Hey, Tomo-san. Tomoe-san, I should say. Last time I exchanged words with Taizo-san, it was more like sumo wrestling, wasn't it?
そんなに意地汚いことで喧嘩なんぞしちょらんわい。
Such gluttony to fight over minor differences.
おう、そういや、もうそろそろ放送が始まる時間じゃな。
Oh, come to think of it, is it already time for the broadcast to start?
わしゃドラマの再放送の方がええんじゃがの。
I prefer a rerun of one of my dramas. Everyone vibrantly exited the room, arguing about this and that. After seeing them off, I quickly made the bed and headed to the next room.
さてここで最後っと。
Well, here's the last one.
あれ？
What's that? After finishing that room, I turned and looked into the room in the corner of the hallway. There was just one person sitting on the bed with his back turned to me. An old man looking out the window.
おじいちゃん？
Sir?
おやつの時間ですよ。
Snack time. Oh boy. Oh boy, something's gonna happen. I tried calling him from the entrance, but he didn't respond. I wonder if he couldn't hear, so I entered the room. And I approached from the side to avoid surprising him from behind.
ん
Huh? From the side, I gently peered in. I couldn't recognize his face. Come to think of it, Yamase-san said that a new person was admitted a few days ago.
ちょっとね、変わったおじいちゃんなのよ。
This old man, he's a little strange.
どうも人付き合いが苦手な人みたいで、なかなかみんなと打ち解けてくれなくてね。
It seems he's not very good at communicating, and he doesn't really chat with anyone.
あ
Bye, Oe. The old man didn't turn towards me. He should have noticed, but he just continued vacantly looking outside. I couldn't sense any vitality in his expression. I gasped for a moment when the idea he might not be feeling well came to me, but then I noticed him blinking, and it made me feel relieved. One by one, trying not to surprise him, I gently called out,
おじいちゃん
Sir?
様
Oh no.
様
Huh? Taking a good look, I saw his lips faintly moving, muttering something. I thought it was a little rude, but I moved in closer and listened in. Then,
おやしろ様
Oyashiro-sama
仕分けせん
will not forgive.
おやしろ様
Oyashiro-sama? It was slight, but the word I heard clearly was caught in my memory. Oyashiro-sama. Then perhaps...
おじいちゃん
sir?
ひょっとしてひなみ沢の人
By any chance, are you from Hinamizawa? Ouch! Suddenly, without warning, he turned to face me. I was so surprised I fell on my backside. I looked up while rubbing my back, and this old man was looking down at me with wide eyes. Looking again, this old man was moderately strong. Maybe the topic was taboo with him?
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry.
変なこと聞いて私
I shouldn't have asked you a weird question like that.
お嬢ちゃん
Little girl,
あんたひなみ沢の子かい
are you a child of Hinamizawa? Huh?
うん
Oh, yeah. Feeling confused, I gulped and nodded back to him. I was technically from the neighboring town of Okonomiya. But Grandpa was from Hinamizawa village, so I wasn't stretching the truth too far. Grandma, I should say, was from Hinamizawa village.
名前は
What's your name?
と 君吉夏美
Natsumi Kimiyoshi.
君吉
Kimiyoshi?
じゃあ御三家の
Of the three families.
はい
Oh, yes.
そうです
That's right. After answering that, I was completely convinced. Hearing Kimiyoshi and responding three families, This man must be from Hinamizawa. Hearing Kimiyoshi and responding 3 families, this man must be from Hinamizawa. And it seemed like the old man had the same impression. Suddenly the light returned to his lifeless eyes, and his hard as stone face thawed at once. Suddenly the light returned to his lifeless eyes, and his hard as stone face thawed out at once. Oh! Oh!
こんなところで同郷の子に会うとはの
Imagine meeting from a child of the same town in such a place!
なんという奇遇じゃ
Oh.
その
Oh, yeah, imagine meeting a child from the same town in such a place. How unexpected! Oh, that's... Ouch! I was surprised when he suddenly picked up my hand. Contrary to his appearance, or rather, as indicated, he squeezed my hand with tremendous power, and I screamed in shock. But he noticed my reaction and immediately let go of my hand. My pain was turning bright red. But he noticed my reaction and immediately... Oh, my palm was turning bright red.
おお、すまんすまん。
Oh, I am sorry.
いやいや、あんまりに嬉しくての。
Oh no, I'm just very pleased.
こんな都会の締め切られた場所に放り込まれて憂鬱じゃ思っておったが、まさかの喜びじゃわい。
I was feeling depressed, being thrown into a closed place like this in a city, but now meeting you is such a pleasure.
これもお社様のお導きかの。
This must be also be Oyashiro-sama's guidance. I gave him a vague nod while smiling awkwardly. I was glad and a little embarrassed, but more than that, I was perplexed by the frank and unusual change of atmosphere. What was the deal with his serious demeanor earlier? For a while, I listened to the old man tell me stories about his memories of Hinamizawa. He seemed difficult to approach at first glance, but once he opened his mouth, he was a very talkative person.
そういや、夏美ちゃんと言ったかの。
Your name was Natsumi-chan, was it?
あんたいつこっちに来たんじゃ。
When did you come here?
私
Me?
去年だよ。
It was last year.
おじいちゃんは
How about you?
わしは今年の春なんじゃ。
I came here this spring.
息子夫婦が共働きになって仕方なくここにの。
My son and his wife both work, So I had no choice in the matter.
そうなんだ。
I see.
まあ都会じゃと何かと物入りで息子の稼ぎだけでは苦しいからの。
Well, in this city with all its expenses, it's hard for my son to live on his earnings alone.
わしも最近足腰が弱くなったし、若いもんに面倒をかけるわけにはいかんしな。
And I recently became weak in the legs, so I couldn't afford to be a burden on the young man. Though he shrugged and smiled bitterly, he let out a lonely sigh. I noticed the name Hatakeyama written on the breast pocket of his pajamas.
元気出してよおじいちゃん。
Keep your strength up, sir.
頑張って体調戻したらきっとまた息子さんたちと一緒に暮らせるようになるよ。
If you do your best and get in better shape, I'm sure you'll be able to live with your son and daughter-in-law again.
そうかの。
You think so?
そうだよ。
Yeah.
最初は寝たきりで元気なかったけど一生懸命リハビリして歩けるようになってお家に帰った人も大勢いるんだから。
There are a lot of people here who start out bedridden and lethargic, but worked hard at their rehabilitation until they regained their ability to walk and return home.
だからおじいちゃんも頑張ろうね。
So you'll just have to do your best, okay?
ありがとうな、夏美ちゃん。
Thank you, Natsumi-chan. Oh, hold on 1 second. Yep, just want to check something.
あんた、いい子じゃの。
You're a nice girl. Hatakeyama said that and laughed blissfully. I smiled and nodded to him in turn. Right then I heard Yamase-san's voice calling, Natsumi-chan. Everyone except us was probably already gathered in the living room.
おじいちゃん
Sir?
これから3時のおやつだから一緒に行こう。
Since it's 3 o'clock snack time, shall we go together?
Ne.
What do you say?
ん
Oh.
ああ、いや、わしはあまり甘いものが好きじゃないんだが。
Oh no. I don't like sweet things very much.
ダメだよ。
That's no good.
おじいちゃんはここに来てまだ日が浅いんだからみんなとも仲良くしないと。
You're here and you have a long way to go, so you'll have to get along with everyone.
これもリハビリの第一歩だよ。
This is also the first step in your rehabilitation, right? I was a bit scared of the way he wrinkled his eyebrows, but I felt a bit of kinship with him, being from the same village, so I smiled and let out a friendly laugh. I watched the old man as he reluctantly stood up. He had a firmer footing than I expected, so I only lightly gave him a hand. Still, the hand holding mine was warm and pleasantly gentle.
ところでおじいちゃん、
By the way, sir.
なんじゃ。
What is it?
そのさっき
About earlier. Why were you muttering Oyashida-sama? As I was about to ask, Grandma's face crossed my mind for a moment, and I barely caught my mouth. I don't really believe in Oyashida-sama. Back in Okonomiya, all the kids my age were like that. However, I'd learned from experience that the elders in the village consider any joking, slander, or disbelief of Oyashida-sama to be an absolute taboo.
どうしたんだね。
Is something wrong?
なんでもないの。
No, it's nothing.
それじゃあ行こう。
Come on, let's go. But a slight uneasiness remained in my chest, piercing me like a needle. The tenants are sent to bed right after dinner at the Care and Welfare Center. I checked on all the rooms, and once I finished cleaning the living room, my work for the day was over.
お疲れ様でした。
Thank you for your hard work.
お疲れ様。
Thank you.
夏美ちゃん、今日はありがとうね。
Natsumi-chan, thanks for today. When I returned to the waiting room, Yamase-san offered me a warm cocoa while smiling gently. I thanked her as I tilted my head quizzically. Did they have cocoa in the supply room here?
これは夏美ちゃんへのご褒美よ。
This is a reward for you, Natsumi-chan,
畠山さんのお世話をしてくれたことのね。
for taking care of Hatakeyama-san. Huh?
いえ、そんな。
No, that was... The sweet smell made me smile as I bashfully lifted the cup to my mouth. It was sweet and very tasty. When I brought the old man Takayama to the living room, not only were the elderly people in the room surprised, but Yamase-san and all the caregivers were surprised too. I heard that later several people had tried talking to him, but he never played along. God damn it, Windows. I don't care about your stupid notifications. Sorry about that. Caregivers reluctantly brought his meals to his room, but with no idea how to handle him, they even got as far as suggesting to move him to another floor. But today he came to dinner and ate it properly to the end. After learning that, I felt a little proud.
それにしてもどんな魔法を使ったの？
Anyway, what magic did you use?
あの畠山さんと仲良くなれるなんて。
That Hatakeyama-san is impossible to get along with.
内緒です。
That's a secret. I answered somewhat evasively. It's because we're from the same town. That's what I started to say before swallowing my words. It's embarrassing. But more than that, I was somewhat reluctant to tell her I was from a place deep in the countryside that I was sure she and the others had never heard of. By the time I got dressed and headed outside, the sun had already set and the sky was getting dark. There was a star shimmering faintly in the western sky.
はあ、
Ah,
ちょっと遅くなっちゃったかな。
there's the train. Yeah, there should be about 10 minutes left in this, maybe a bit less than that. So yeah, in this chapter. So yeah, I think we got the chapters timed quite well here. I guess it is a little late. I looked at my wristwatch and lightly sighed. I told Mom that I was attending a club activity today, but I wonder if she'll scold me for this. Why would she scold you for volunteering at a nursing home? To tell the truth, my family doesn't know about my part-time job at the Care and Welfare Center. I was wondering that, because wasn't that like a plot point in like Yu-Gi-Oh or something, that like the very, very, very beginning sections of Yu-Gi-Oh, that part-time jobs were forbidden by the schools? Part-time jobs are prohibited by school regulations, of course, but that's not my only reason. I wanted to surprise Mom and Dad with an anniversary gift. Oh, wow, Natsumi! You are so sweet!
今年で20年目だって言ってたしね。
I heard this year was their 20th anniversary. There is less than a month until the day. Dad doesn't care about that sort of thing, so I'm sure he won't be doing anything special. But despite appearances, Mom is surprisingly romantic. She hasn't said it, but I'm sure she's expecting something to commemorate it.
だから父親の僕年人を娘がフォローしてあげます
So the daughter will support the quiet, unsociable father.
なんちゃって
Just kidding. While muttering to myself, I thought about how Dad would react. It was amusing. Though he'll be embarrassed by my uncouth behavior, I'm sure he'll be grateful that I offered a hand. Even so, it doesn't feel like lending and borrowing. Whatever happens, all I need is everyone in the family smiling in a good mood. Because that makes me happy.
それに
Besides, that wasn't my only motivation. The other reason was that I want to change myself in this town by experiencing a part-time job. I've thought about getting a job since I was in Okonomiya. Ever since I saw that girl from the Sonozaki family, Mion-chan, while she was working. Yeah, oh my god, yep, that sure was Mion-chan, definitely. Totally Mion and no one else. She was always cheerful, sharp, and knew how to swim with the tide. Even though she was younger than me, she looked like a mature person of firm character. That was Mion Sonozaki-chan. She always acted like a leader. I'm sure Mion will be able to overcome any obstacle. That's absolutely right about her. And unlike the rest of us, she was always talking with adults and the elders as equals. She was so cool, but honestly, I'm sure I felt something of a rivalry. Even I won't be a child forever. I've grown up and made an effort, so I should be able to do something to help others. Still, I couldn't forgive the idea that Okonomiya was keeping me locked in the frame of a child. But in this town, I'm sure. So I guess it's a childish thing. But my part-time job is a symbol of getting one step closer to adulthood. I mean, isn't it that way for a lot of people? I don't think that's a very unusual point of view, Natsumi. Maybe in Japan it might be. It may be very small and fragile, but still anything is good for me now. I want a reaction. I want confidence that I can stay in this town and a clear place to belong. Still, Mom would get angry if she knew that I was breaking school rules. However, although I started this out of impulse, I wasn't about to quit just halfway through. And what's more?
あれ
What's that? At that moment?
Kimiyoshi?
Oh, wow! Damn, Hottie McCotterson is here. Natsumi, you gonna make your move? Damn, things are going good for her. They might not be going so good for her the entire time, but things are going good for her. Kimiyoshi? As I stepped through the hospital service entrance, I looked at the face of a boy in the street, and I froze, because it was... Oh, sorry about that. Something was playing.
Todo-kun?
Todo-kun? Yes, it was dark and I couldn't see clearly, but it was definitely Akira Todo-kun.
どうして
What are you doing here?
あ、いや、そのスケッチの帰りに。
Oh, no. I was on the way back from sketching. Oh!
そうなんだ。
I see. Fancy running into you here. While smiling awkwardly, cold sweat began running down my back. Hospital visiting hours already over. Plus, this area was for staff only, and there were light-up signs saying as much. Anyone going in and out of the hospital here would have to be staff for the Care and Welfare Center. What should I do? If Toto-kun learns that I'm working part-time, word will get to the school. No, that's not all. Will Toto-kun look down on me for violating school rules?
君吉
Kimiyoshi?
あ、その、
Oh, that's, Here we go! Here we go! I didn't think I would get to do it, but... May I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the debut of the It Can't Be Helped counter! Yup! OA counted and we had 37 before, so now we are at 38. in all the console arcs. She added up all the ones in Tadaimawashi, Tsukiotoshi, and Yoigoshi. Oh my god! Here we go! So I just thought that was a bit of a fun something that we could do to count them all up. Alright, here we go! It can't be helped! I thought of the excuse. I used it because it's past visiting hours. I felt guilty, but opened my mouth to explain it to Toto-kun.
あら、君吉さん。
Oh, Kimiyoshi-san.
今日は畠山さんのお世話お疲れ様。
Oof! Great work taking care of Hatayama-san today.
気をつけて帰ってね。
Take care on your way home, okay? A senior caregiver let those words slip out, then left through the other side. What awful timing. Oh my god, right at the tail end there! Right at the end! And there's a tip. Let me just check. Yeah, the tip is pretty lengthy. Not too lengthy, but it would fit nicely. Yeah, that tip would fit nicely between that and the next part. So yeah, I'm gonna save that for next time. Damn, we are just... This is awesome. I am enjoying the fuck out of this. Seriously. I am enjoying the fuck out of Someutsushi so far. This is so unique, yet fits into the world of Higurashi. Yeah, I don't think Akira would tell either, Jess. I think he's going to be a really nice guy. I don't think he would tell either, but I am having a blast with Someutsushi so far. It's so unique. So you know what? I am so looking forward to doing this again in 2 days. Tomorrow there's more Fata Morgana, and of course in 2 days more, we will be continuing with Someutsushi. So, until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.